Hi friends, my name is Bharat D, URK20CS2113. Today we are going to see Object-Oriented Programming Lab, Compartmentalizing the Coding, which is the experiment number 6. We've got to do 4 HackerRank questions I have done in my Word document. Now let's go to the questions here. Choose one question based on your formula. The question given for me is create two interfaces such as Math Operable and Trigonometric Operable, which contains the functions to perform the basic arithmetic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and mod, and trigonometric operations sine, cosine respectively. This is like a small calculator. This is how I'm going to do my program. Now let's go to the code. Here I'll explain you the code. First I've created a class name calculator here with implements Math Operable and trigonometric operables. Here wait, will come from the package. The first interface is trigonometric operable, where void, sine, cosine, which comes under the calculator, where sine, cosine and tan comes into play. Now let's go to the package. Now the Math Operable. Here the other things as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and mod comes into play. Now here in the Math Operable, I have created a class named Math Operable, which is the superclass here, public static void main, where the boolean status is which prints as a calculator, where I've given a small menu driven function like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, mod, sine, cosine, and the user gets to pick up as which of the following is done. First, here is the case 1. First he asks to enter the number 1, and the case it prints in next line and enters number 2 if it is correct, and calculates A and B. Otherwise it breaks the program and comes to case 2. This is how the same thing is done here. The same enters number 1 and number 2 if it is. A subtracts A and B, or A breaks and comes down. User get to enter the number 1 and number 2, or it multiplies, otherwise it breaks down. Here it divides, otherwise it breaks down. Here the mod applies, and otherwise it breaks down. And the case 6 is the sign, where the degree comes into play, and otherwise it breaks down the code and comes. And here is the cosine degree, otherwise it breaks down if it does not come under. The user get if it does not come under degree is equal to C, then it comes to straight, where print line enter a degree, where we get to print the next double calculation tan. Otherwise it comes down and breaks out. Here it is the case 9, where it prints thank you if everything goes. Otherwise, if the user gets to pick up an invalid choice, it prints enter a valid choice and comes out of the program. Here in the calculator, here is where it all comes into play, where the public void has been addition. It adds A and B, and the results will be printed like this. And the next one is the subtraction. The same thing here. It gets minus from the A value and B value and prints the statement. Then the next one is the multiplication, where it multiplies and gets multiplied, and where it divides. Here it is the mod, the sine, cosine and tan. The same thing with its suitable operations. This is how the program is done. Now let's run the program with superclass Math Operable. Here you can see it's asked enter your choice. Let's enter addition. Now let's enter 2. Number 4. If we get addition, it prints it adds number 1, number 2, and now let's give gives output as 4. Now let's give subtraction 2, and we'll minus 1. We'll get 1 here. This is how the program is done. Now let's go to the second question given for me. The second question given for me here is develop an application in Java for automating bank operation using packages. Create an account class in package 1, savings account and current. We need to create 2 packages here, package 1 and package 2, where we'll have savings account and current account in a package 1, package 2, and other operations in package 1. Now let's go to the code here. You can see here I've created 2 packages here, package 1 and package 2. Now let's go to the package 1. where you get the class as account, where the system gets print account summary, where the customer ID is this. Given simply a number of a customer ID, where savings account is equal to where object is equal to a new savings account, where the savings account is created, where the current account is created, and it asks for the phone number. Here in the test we have which is like a super class here, class test, where we have account void, where this savings account current account gets here, and we have a boolean status is equal to true. Then we have a menu driven function here, where the user gets to apply what are the things he need to do: account summary, deposit, withdrawal, bank inquiry, exit, and he has 5 choices here what he can do. Here we have a switch case here, case 1. If it is account summary, it comes in place, otherwise it comes out and breaks the statement here. In the case 2, for the current account, here it's like a menu driven function where the user gets to pick out savings account or current account. Then he need to enter the amount to be deposited. If it comes under these two category, he gets to deposit his amount. After he gets deposit, and it prints as the amount deposited successfully. Then we have a menu driven function here, the same thing for withdrawal, and after the same thing like the deposited, it goes like a loop here and comes out. If it is invalid, it prints it is invalid, otherwise it prints as withdrawn successfully. Then it's here like a menu driven function where you can choose your account type. Then after you choose your account type, it is the case 5 here, and it prints thank you for using our service. Otherwise, if you enter a wrong or invalid number, then given here in the menu driven function, it prints enter a valid choice and comes out of the program. Now let's go to the package account. This is the package 2, where it is the current account, where I've given an account holder as my name and a current account, and given my phone number here. And the same thing as void as account details, account holder name, type, and the account balance, deposited amount, and withdrawal. Here in the savings account, the same thing applies, where the double balance is equal to 0, where Bharat, I've given here account holder's name as Bharat, print savings, account type as savings. The same things comes here, account details, account balance, deposited, withdrawal. This is how the program is done. Now let's run the program and see. The program has run successfully. Now let's get account summary here. These are the details I've been given in the account summary, where here I've given in the account. Here now let's deposit amount. Let's give savings account. Let's deposit to 3,000. 3,000 amount has been deposited successfully. It asks your choice. Enter your choice here. Now let's do a balance inquiry. See, you can see the balance is 3,000. I have this is how this is done here. Now all the things have been done. Now let's exit the program. Friends, this is how I have done my program. Thank you.